I fought Canelo 10 years ago or so. Now, is that the same Canelo that is out there now? But a lot of people saying Canelo's maybe past his best. Now with Crawford's come off some good wins, looking really good.
Right, and he's on this card, of course. But he was a good, solid fighter. We didn't understand that. So we started to knock down Crawford a little bit because our expectations were so high. And that's wrong. That's wrong. He won, he changed gears, he did what he had to do, but he realized the level of this guy in front of him, and he got...
Boxing fans, imagine this. The pound-for-pound king Terence Crawford stepping into the ring against the Mexican monster Canelo Alvarez. Legends are divided, champions are shocked, and even Amir Khan, who fought both men, just dropped. A prediction that stunned the boxing world. Could Crawford really beat Canelo? Or is size the one thing even skills can't overcome? Stay tuned, because every legend has spoken, and their predictions will blow your mind. The much-anticipated fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford has boxing fans buzzing all over the world. Countless analysts, promoters, and former champions have already shared their predictions. But one of the most surprising opinions came from Amir Khan, having fought both men inside the ring. Khan's comments carried extra weight and left both fans and experts shocked at his unusual prediction.
To the center. You know what I mean? We cruise to the ropes and do the same thing and keep on frustrating, hit with the jab, boom, boom. Keep on moving, but also hitting though. You know what I mean? And he gets frustrated, then he let his guards down. And it is a good night.
Legendary trainer Teddy Atlas gave his breakdown, explaining that he often supports the smaller fighter when they go up against a bigger opponent. Atlas praised Crawford's speed, agility, and explosive punching power, saying those skills could trouble anyone. However, he admitted that Canelo's size and natural strength cannot be ignored. While most of the boxing world is leaning towards Canelo, Atlas believes Crawford has a very real chance of pulling off the upset and shocking the world.
Very, very special. I'm not saying Canelo's not, but I think he's special in a different way, where he's got instincts that not everyone has. Yeah. It's the timing, it's the instinctual things, the X factors, the intangibles that he has. And I think they're going to show themselves. I really do. And I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait to see a smaller guy use those intangibles, use those X factors to beat a bigger guy. Who's got the advantage and the disadvantage? Yeah, the size, the power of Canelo, he's got the advantage. Then all of a sudden you go back and you say, wait a minute. The other guy's faster. The other guy's craftier. The other guy has more options. The other guy is slicker. Oh, well, maybe he's got the advantages.
Promoter Oscar De La Hoya also shared his thoughts. He predicted that Canelo would come out on top, pointing out that weight classes exist for a reason and will play in Canelo's favor. Still, De La Hoya did not completely count out Crawford. He admitted that if Crawford brings his very best performance, the fight could swing in his favor. According to De La Hoya, the winner will simply be the man who performs better under the lights that night.
I mean, he's the same age as well, you know? Different types of lifestyles, different styles. Canelo's getting into some wars now, which kind of like chips away at the block, you know? Do I favor him over Canelo? I don't know. I think it's a 50-50 fight at this point, given where they're at their career.
But if you had to give somebody 1%,
last one here.
1%, I would go with Canelo. Yeah, just because of the weight factor.
Similarly, Jeff Mayweather gave Canelo a slight advantage in his prediction, again because of the size factor. Yet, at the same time, he praised Crawford's abilities and expressed confidence that Crawford will not back down. Jeff believes that, even if Canelo has the physical advantage, Crawford will give fans a fantastic performance filled with heart, skill, and excitement.
Canelo being 68 and being at 68 as long as he's been, I mean, I think that Crawford's going to probably give him a great fight as well. But I leave fighting that's just because of the size, not because of the skill.
Boxing great Roy Jones Jr. also gave his take. He stated that if Canelo fights his usual style, applying pressure, using power, and breaking opponents down, then Crawford might struggle to keep up. But Jones also admitted that Crawford is a dangerous, intelligent fighter who could very well find a way to adjust and win.
You know, it's a hard one to call, and I'm gonna tell you why it's hard to call. It's a hard one to call because it'll all be predicated upon how Canelo approaches the fight. If Canelo approaches the fight like he's the man and he can box and outbox Terence Crawford, he'll get beat. If he comes out and shows that he really wants to go out and prove the world that he's still the best, he might win. So it all depends on which Canelo come to the dance.
Coming back to Amir Khan, he said that if he had to choose, he would lean slightly towards Canelo because of his power and physical size. However, he immediately made it clear that this fight is essentially a 50-50th battle, where both men are evenly matched and capable of winning. In Khan's words, anything can happen on fight night, and neither man should be underestimated.
It's evenly matched, but I do lean more towards Canelo in this one, even though Crawford's a very close friend of mine and helped me in my training camp for my last fight. But it's a hard fight to call because both fighters are at the top of the game. I think it's something that boxing's not seen for a very, very long time, where you've got two fighters. It's hard to say who's going to win. It is a 50-50 fight. Is it skill or power that's going to win, or is it skill or speed that's going to win the fight? We don't know. So
Khan went deeper into his analysis, pointing out the unique strengths of both fighters. He explained that one man carries massive strength and power, while the other relies on incredible skill and speed. Because Khan has personally been in the ring with both, he knows exactly how tough each of them can be. In his closing remarks, he called this fight one of the greatest matchups in modern boxing history, saying it's the kind of bout every fan has been waiting for.
Crawford is a big guy as well. I mean, I normally would say Canelo because he's a bigger guy, but and normally he's bigger than his opponents and he puts on the weight well. And when I fought him, he was much heavier and bigger than me. But then again, when I fought against Crawford, Crawford was as big as Canelo. But I just don't feel that Crawford hits as hard as Canelo. Canelo hits very hard. I mean, his power is, you know what I mean? His power is like unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you watch the fight and you see,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Whereas with Crawford's got power. Don't get me wrong. Crawford's got amazing power. But the thing is that it's not that knockout power like Canelo.
On the other side, Crawford has been very vocal in interviews. He said his focus is not on money or fame, but on challenging the very best fighters of his generation. Facing Canelo is, for Crawford, about testing himself against the top and leaving behind a legacy that will never be forgotten. He made it clear that this fight is not just another paycheck. It's about proving to the world that he belongs with the all-time greats.
I'm chasing Canelo. You know, I think that's a broad statement. I just want the opportunity, you know, to fight the best fighter in my generation that's out there. You know, he's the most accomplished fighter in today's sports of boxing, other than myself. And I would just, you know, just like to, you know, fight another great. That's it. I think it'll be the biggest fight in the sport of boxing.
Canelo responded with confidence. He said that unlike YouTube boxers who rely on trash talk and hype, both he and Crawford are true professionals who fight for the love of boxing. Canelo made it clear that he is fully committed to giving fans a real action-packed contest that lives up to the history books.
Because we are true fighters.
Yeah, true fighters.
True fighters.
True, yeah. No, not YouTuber fight.
Huh?
Not YouTuber fight. Yeah.
They need to talk and talk chat about the fight because they want to say something. The people know we are great fighters. They want to put a great fucking fight. Yeah. We don't need to talk.
I am sure in the end in the middle of September we will have one of the greatest fights ever happen in boxing. And I am sure.
Veteran commentator Jim Lampley also weighed in. He explained that defeating a fighter like Canelo will require more than just basic skill. It will require a perfect performance. In Lampley's opinion, Canelo's strength, technique, and experience will be too much to handle for Crawford. While he still acknowledged Crawford as an outstanding fighter, Lampley ultimately leaned towards Canelo as the likely winner.
are the strongest in the sport. You're not going to beat Canelo until somehow over a long period of time, Canelo beats himself. If he gets tired of all the discipline he has had to employ to make all the money he's made. Canelo still knows how to make fireworks when he absolutely has to make fireworks. But at the end of the day, he's a counterpuncher. He's a great defender. He has the most solid punch resistance of anybody in the sport. Nobody's ever knocked him off balance. Nobody's ever really knocked him down. There's only one official knockdown in his career, and it was because he bounced off.
Teofimo Lopez gave an even bolder prediction. He believes Canelo will knock out Crawford in the later rounds, possibly even as early as round 6. Lopez said that no matter what, fans should expect an explosive fight filled with action that will leave them on the edge of their seats.
First and foremost, you know, I favor the fans. The fans, we want to see a great fight. We want to see the best fight the best. Even if the Crawford got to go up 3 weight classes to face the best and the king in the face of boxing of Canelo Alvarez. But I'm still going to go with my stablemate, Canelo Alvarez, with the win. Now, what decision? I think it's a late knockout. If not, it might end in...
Meanwhile, Raleigh Romero emphasized that weight divisions exist for a reason. And in his opinion, Canelo is simply too big for Crawford. Romero argued that stepping up to fight a naturally larger and stronger opponent puts Crawford at a major disadvantage. Still, he acknowledged Crawford's skill and heart, admitting that if Crawford fights a perfect fight, he could surprise everyone.
Yeah, I think, like I said, Terence got a great chance to beat him, man. You know what I mean? Terence can box, Terence can move, Terence can punch. You know what I mean? Terence ain't gonna be doing like Skull. Terence gonna fight you. You know what I mean? He's Terence from the street, man. You know what I mean? He know what to do. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it. I think he's gonna wind up frustrating Canelo.
Josh Taylor offered a more balanced view, expressing confidence that Crawford can win if he makes smart use of all his tools. Taylor called this one of the most intriguing fights in recent years because the matchup is so evenly balanced. He insisted that both men have what it takes to win, and that is exactly why fans are so excited.
I don't know, it's a tough one to be fair, you know, but I think Crawford definitely has got the ability and the skill to outbox him and outmaneuver him. But I don't know if he's quite as cute as but the nuances how Mayweather done it. But it was obviously that's the blueprint. Crawford can switch hit as well, and he can do the same things as what Mayweather done. But he's just not quite as cute as it at it, you know. But yeah, it's an intriguing fight. So it's certainly an interesting fight. One I'll definitely be staying up to watch.
Another fighter, Kyron Davis, who has sparred with both men, predicted that Canelo will win mainly due to his size and relentless pressure. However, Davis admitted that Crawford's high boxing IQ and unique skill set make him a dangerous challenge. He concluded by saying that while Crawford will be truly tested, the size difference might simply be too much.
Tall task for him to win. It'll be a lot you have to. It'll be a lot to get that victory based on, you know, size alone. Not that size win fights, but you got the guy that got size and skill. And it'll be hard. I mean, nothing's impossible. But if I had my money on somebody winning the fight, it'll be Canelo Alvarez. Even though Terence Crawford is a great fighter, they both great fighters. And you got 2 great fighters in there. I think one guy got the advantage due to his makeup, his body type, and you know how big of a person he is. And I think that will be the deciding factor in that.
Former champion Sean Porter called this the perfect time for the fight. According to him, Crawford needed a true test, and Canelo was running out of big-name opponents. Porter believes the fight is evenly matched, and either man could win, but one thing is guaranteed: the fans are in for an unforgettable event.
Terence is already taller than him, you know, has the reach, you know. I'm telling y'all, that's a 50-50 fight. Okay. That's a 50-50 fight. It's actually perfect timing for both guys. Yeah. Canelo Alvarez is losing big name fighters to fight against. There's really no one else with a big name for him to fight. That being said, same thing for Terence. Terence is fighting a Canelo Alvarez who's been around the block. Canelo Alvarez who's been in quite a few wars. And, you know, I think it's perfect timing for both. What is that?